Hey guys, Cooking with Angela. Real quick, I wanted to show you my lemon paprika chicken or paprika lemon chicken, however you want to do it. So real quick, I want to tell you I've got 4 chicken thighs. Normally I do 6 for us because adults will probably eat like 2 chicken thighs. Kids, well, one of mine will eat 2, but the other one will eat 1. So most of the time they'll eat 1. But you can do this with chicken breasts, chicken legs, chicken wings. You can even do it with a whole chicken because I've definitely done a whole chicken before with the same exact method. So, let me turn my pan on so it's warming up. I've got a cast iron. I do this in my cast iron or my stainless steel. I've got it on medium high. It's my smithy, my favorite. So this seasoning mix is one that I sell. I think it's my seasonal. I sell it at Buckley Farms. I sell it here out of my house. If you're local, you know, you can just message me, call me, text me if you need some, drop by, or I'll even deliver it to you if you want. But if you're one of my Louisiana people, the next time I'm in, I will make sure to post and make sure that everybody knows I'll be selling or bringing some of my spices with me to sell while I'm in town. All right, so this seasoning mix, if you are not able to buy it, you can do basically 1 tablespoon of each of these: onion powder, garlic powder, salt. You could do less if you'd like, especially depending on what you use. Normally I use the sea salt. So if you're going to use like regular table salt, you're gonna want to use a lot less because it's a smaller grind. So just do your salt to your liking, taste it, make sure you do it last, the salt last, and then taste it. And then a tablespoon of pepper. So you got your paprika, onion, garlic, salt, pepper. Paprika, I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite spices to use. There's different kinds. There's so many different kinds. You can use a Hungarian, you can use a spicy, you can use very mild, so you just get a smoky flavor from it and beautiful color. The color is one reason I love to use it. So, all right. I am not going to grease my pan. Doesn't need it. I am drying my chicken breasts all the way. Always dry it. And wash my hands. Always wash your hands as much as possible in the kitchen. So I've got my seasoning mix. By the way, if you do buy it from me, I have the packets. It's about a tablespoon, which would be enough for 4 chicken thighs or whole chicken, whatever you want. Anyway, or I sell the jars with these spoons, which the spoons are about a teaspoon a piece. So I want to coat my chicken thoroughly. Got my pan heating up. Y'all are gonna hear my kids and my dogs in the background. They're driving me nuts today. Let me show you. So there was about a teaspoon on each one. This is just a super quick weeknight meal that I like to do. Packed with a ton of flavor, I am going to flip them over and do the other side. So while I am doing this, I want to tell you guys that this dish, you can do it different ways. While you're using the seasoning mix, if you don't like paprika, don't use paprika. Just completely omit it if you want. If you want to go for more of like a Mexican or Tex-Mex style, add chili powder and cumin, probably about a tablespoon of piece. It'll be really delicious. All right. I'm gonna check my pan. If I can leave my hand there this long, it's not ready. Because all I want to do is make sure that my pan, all I want to do is make sure that my chicken sears on both sides. That's all we're doing in the pan. Searing it, and then we're gonna finish in the oven at 400 for probably about 20 minutes. So it's not ready yet. I'm gonna let it heat up just a little bit more. All right, my pan is smoking. So I'm gonna add in my chicken thighs and let them brown on each side. I'm gonna go skin side first. Remember, you can do this with chicken breast or chicken legs, or even a whole chicken if you want. Do it spatchcock style. That is one of my favorite ways. That's it. I'm gonna let it brown. I'm gonna leave it here a few minutes and I'm gonna clean up my spice mix. All right, guys, it's been about a minute and a half. I did turn my burner down a little bit. There you go. That's what you wanna see. A little bit of color developing. We are not cooking these through. We are just searing them a little bit, get some color. So it's gonna be about another minute and a half on this side. Look how pretty that is. All right. Starting to develop color. I'm gonna add them to my plate, removing them from the pan. And now, this is purely optional. I've got some onion left over from the other night. I froze it, I sliced it. I'm gonna throw it in the pan because all that is flavor. Okay, so most of my water has cooked out of my onions. I'm gonna add my chicken back in, skin side up. You want that to crisp up. And I'm gonna add it right on top of the onion. I'll show you a picture of that next. Okay, add all that flavor from your plate. All right, got the tomatoes. Dried thyme. I want to make sure you know that if you don't have fresh herbs, go to your dried, but always go to fresh herbs first. I mean, they're just such a big difference in flavor, and it's a little bit prettier. So I'm going to go ahead and add in, woo, too much, a little bit of handful. That's probably about teaspoon and a half. I'm going to go ahead and put it on top of my chicken. Let me show you. Okay. I'm gonna put my tomatoes in. This is only because I have them and they need to be used. I do not like to waste anything in my kitchen. If I see something wasted, I think about the money going down the drain. And I also think about those out there who cannot afford to have, especially fresh vegetables like this. So it makes me feel bad if I do waste. All right. Those tomatoes are gonna kind of roast and they're gonna confit in there. It's gonna be delicious. So I have got half a lemon. It's very ripe, very juicy. Quick tip, if your lemon is not quite juicy enough, pop it in the microwave, 5 to 10 second intervals. Squeeze, roll it, see if it's released some more juices. So I'm going to squeeze this lemon all over. Then I'm gonna tuck it in there. I'm gonna turn my burner off. Wrong burner. And sorry, you guys, I need a new tripod or something. Here's my other half. There you go. Oops, sorry, tomato. That's it. So now I'm gonna put it in the oven, probably about 20 minutes, because remember, we just seared them. They are not cooked all the way through. One reason I like to use chicken thighs for this recipe is because chicken thighs will not dry out like chicken breast. Chicken thighs give you a lot of leeway because they're fattier, they're juicier. But this recipe works wonderful with chicken breast too, especially with the skin on. You get all that flavor. I know if you take the skin off, you do take off a lot of calories that you're eating from that chicken breast. So if you want to, you can do it skinless. If you do it skinless, I would definitely add vegetables because that's gonna add so much flavor to that pan. All right, I'm gonna throw this in the oven, 20 minutes, 400 degrees. That's it. Then we'll come back and see what it looks like. All right, guys, the chicken is done. It's been in the oven, 400 degrees, 20 minutes. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, guys, this is the perfect kind of dish to put on your table. Let it cool off, put it on your table. Serve it right from the pan. Look how gorgeous. It is so pretty. I wish you could smell it, even though I used dry herbs instead of fresh herbs, you can still smell the thyme. Use rosemary, use thyme, use whatever you want. Cannot wait for you guys to try this one. Let me know what you think about it. I hope you really like it, because this is definitely a family favorite of ours. All right, guys, chicken's done. It was in the oven, 400 degrees, 20 minutes. That's all it takes. Look at it. It's beautiful. Look. Ah, it's so pretty. It's delicious. I wish that you guys could smell it. So pretty, super yummy, packed full of flavor. You don't have to use vegetables if you want, but you gotta try it with seasonings at least once. All right.
Don't forget to like and share, y'all.